What's good, everybody? FTWitachi here. You know what it is. Thank you very much for dropping by and tuning in. Finally, it has been, if I'm not mistaken, bring up the little calendar over here, handy dandy. The second was the last time I streamed, which was 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11 days ago. It has been 11 days since I have streamed last. That is insane. Today, so basically I missed a full week of World of Warcraft. Like a full week, I am now lost it all. So I don't even know what happened last week in WoW, besides the new patch. But event-wise, I was just not involved or not even focused on it at all whatsoever. So yeah, for those of you dropping by, for those of you tuning in, we're back. We're going to take it slow. We are going to get as much done as we possibly can, but we're going to take it a little bit slow. Just kind of ease myself back into the streaming things. My schedule from here on out should be as normal as possible, or as normal as it used to be while I'm doing this, and I'm just going to get these videos sorted. My schedule should be as normal as possible, or as normal as it used to be. Before like the crazy summer stuff happened and I had camps, tournaments, all soccer stuff, and just extremely busy. We're gonna start off tonight with a little bit of reacts. Some of the stuff might be old, not too old, but some of it is gonna be old, and some of it is brand new, and then some of it is like last week's World of Warcraft stuff, and I have yet to watch it or check it out because I was not streaming, I was not reacting, I was not doing anything whatsoever. So yeah, we are here. We're back at it again. This react is going to be quite long too, because some of these videos are like over 10 minutes and there's a lot of videos to react to. But I'm looking forward to it because a lot of this is going to be content for the new World of Warcraft patch. It just got released last week. Again, I do apologize I wasn't streaming, but I wasn't here. Well, I was here some days, but I decided, you know what? I was able to stream Monday, but I was like, there is no... I could have streamed Sunday too, but there was no living possible way I was going to jump in to last week's launch of the patch and try to force myself to get every single thing done from my to-do list plus all the new stuff in one day. So I kind of gave up, and I was like, you know what? F it. Let's take one more day off and let's cook today. But I took yesterday off as well because I came home extremely late. So we're back. It is a Wednesday. New week started yesterday, but we're back at it again, and we're gonna start off with some reacts. So let's get my headset on and let's get to it. Yeah, we're good setting wise. My hair, a mess, greasy, sweaty. Alrighty, everybody. Pokemon TCG Pocket, Wisdom of Sea and Sky, which is coming July 30th. So this is an old video, and I do apologize. I am behind on reacts yet again, but I won't be behind on reacts anymore because, like I've said at the beginning of the stream, my schedule is going to be kind of normal again from here on out. I have not played Pokemon TCG Pocket for quite some time. I don't know if I'm going to get into it again, but I am still keeping up to date with things. So let's check it out. Let's see what we got. I missed the Eevee set, and I'm kind of disappointed in that, but... Oh, and Lugia. Okay, this is kind of cool. Second gen Legos my Egos. Lugia always had the most abysmal energy costing cards. So this is a mini set, I'm assuming, based off of Gen 2. Oh, that Pichu card looked really cool. Full art. Shiny Gyarados, aka Red Gyarados. Espeon. No, this set's actually so good. Wisdom of Sea and Sky. Already released, by the way, I know. But Wisdom of Sea and Sky, Ho-Oh Lugia, and don't get me started, this is a straight up set on Gen 2, and that is super cool. Pichu full art looked amazing. You got the shiny red Gyarados, and then of course the Umbreon Espeon. This is a really good set. I'm so disappointed that I missed out on the Eevee set though. Who knows? If you want to see some more Pokemon TCG Pocket, let me know. But right now it is not. It's not even downloaded on my phone anymore. There was a time where I had a problem with my phone, and then my phone broke, and then like 2 weeks of not playing, and I was like, okay, I don't even want to get back to it at this point because now I'm behind. That was my mindset on this, and that's why I kind of stopped. But hands up, let me know down below. Alright, next one. Alrighty team, we've got Pokemon Go Adventure Week returns. Get out and explore. This is a Pokemon Go video.
Adventure Week is coming to Pokemon Go. This event will take place from Tuesday, July 29th.
Both of these Pokemon, by the way, their forms, terrible.
At 10 a.m. to Sunday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. local time. The Woodier Pokemon Toedscool and its evolution. I
hate Toedscool so much. It's not a Tentacool, bro. And I just don't like the way it walks. It's actually disgusting to look at. Toedscool is okay, but Toedscool, no. I don't like it.
The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in different areas. Also, for the
and then of course Wiglet is also like, why? They're coming up with too much that we did not need.
In Pokemon Go, you might even encounter shiny Wiglet if you're lucky. During this event, trainers will receive the event bonuses shown on screen. You can purchase.
I'm questioning, because this is an event,
for completing tasks.
How far behind am I?
On Sunday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. Visit our blog to learn more about Adventure Week event, including information about field research reward encounters, Pokemon Go web store offerings, and more. Thank you for watching, trainers. Have a fun and safe time out there, and don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you very much, Pokemon Go and Niantic, for creating yet another event that lasts for about 2 days. Alrighty, everybody. The Cozy Companions event welcomes Snom to Pokemon Go. I mean, we can already kind of see that right away. Let's check it out.
Hi, trainers. Cozy Companions are coming to Pokemon Go. This event will take place from Wednesday, August 6th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 12th at 8 p.m.
Now what am I going to do, team?
Pokemon,
I missed out on 1 week.
Frosma will make their Pokemon Go debuts. You can use 400 Snom candy to evolve Snom into Frosma. After you earn 10 hearts with Snom as your buddy, you can only evolve Snom into Frosma at night. The Pokemon on the screen here will appear more frequently in the wild. These Pokemon will hatch from 7-kilometer eggs. During the event, you can get twice the XP for hatching eggs.
I really want to play Pokemon Go again.
Open gifts, trade Pokemon, or battle together. Speaking of friendship,
I'm sweating so bad right now. You don't even know.
Time together, you can find the couple Pokemon more often during party play. And for the first time in Pokemon Go, you might just find a shiny Tandemaus, if you're lucky. When you purchase the premium timed research for this event from the Pokemon Go web store, you'll receive these rewards when you complete tasks focused on exploration and catching Pokemon. Visit our blog to learn more about Cozy Companions, including field research reward encounters, the Cozy Companions Ultra Ticket Box, available in our Pokemon Go web store, and more. Thank you for watching, trainers. Have a fun and safe time out there.
They need to make events last longer, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's the one thing that annoys me about Pokemon Go. You get FOMO hard. Like, every day there's FOMO of something. Alrighty, team. Overwatch 2 and Nerf. This is gameplay trailer, by the way. We've already reacted to the actual collab event. I don't know when I'm playing Overwatch again, by the way. Ever since I got banned for a month, like not too long ago, on my second account. I've been able to play, but it's just, I don't know when. And then now that there's a new patch in World of Warcraft, that's just going to make it even longer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. This is super cool, though, by the way. This is probably one of the coolest collabs they've ever done. I'm not going to hate. Nerf guns on Overwatch characters. and they don't shoot like actual ammo. They don't shoot. They shoot freaking Nerf. Like, it's freaking sick. Look at the pew, bro. Look at it. Because you can hear it, the little suction cups in the back. It's so cool. I think this is the only thing, I bet you, it's on the store and you have to cough up the dough. He deserves it the most, I think. My boy Bat. And his is standard, like, really good. I think they chose, like, the best heroes for this, too. They did a really good job on this collab. It's just, I know for a fact it's on the store and it costs hella. And that's just like a no to me. Alrighty, everybody. We actually got new hero gameplay trailer for Overwatch 2. It just got released right now, like just hours ago. So I'm not behind on its react. So, yay. We got Wu Yang. New teams. I've seen pictures, but I have no clue, and I haven't spoiled myself on DPS, support, or tank. But based off of the pictures, I'm assuming some sort of a support DPS role, but more leaning to support because of the staff and the weapon choice, but I'm not 100%. Based off of this, I'm assuming DPS at this point. It just already switched because of how they're using the staff. Hold up. So he's an aquatic. He's an aquatic airbender. An aquatic bender, sorry. A water bender. Never mind, I take that back. Aquatic though for sure. Oh, no way. Oh, it's support. So a support slash DPS character. Okay. So they can do both. It looks so weird though. Very versatile support character. It's kind of cool. A knockback? Yep. Who would have thought? Everybody's getting knockbacks at this point. A very versatile, very moving hero. Oh, this is a... Like, I'm just so lost on the abilities, but... Oh, wow. I am for sure not even close to being late on this one. Let's go. Begins August 26, Season 18. Could this be the return of your boy? 4 more. Oh, World of Warcraft from here on out? Yeah, this one's a long one. This is important. Alrighty, team. Everything coming in Ghosts of Koresh featuring So Barizi. Yes, the patch came out last week, so I am a little bit I am behind on this. I did not play WoW. It's like the first time I've skipped a week in years. Like, I just took off the whole week. And when you take off a full week, that puts you behind a full week. So, I know, team. I know. And there's no catch-up. I can't catch up. My rep that I've been grinding for some of these reps, it's now been thrown in the bin. There's catch-up mechanics on, like, other things, but not on grinding things. So, I've lost a full week, but it's okay. I have yet to jump in yet, and we're going to be jumping into this new patch tonight. Putting together a to-do list for me to be able to take down and tackle this week. But let's go ahead and check it out. The War Within, Ghosts of Koresh.
And today we're diving into the next major content update for the War Within, Ghosts of Koresh. Here we're covering the upcoming zone with its many features and activities, the new raid and dungeon to help cap off the expansion story, what's new in Delves, updates as we get into Season 3, and plenty more.
It's August 12th, so now everything is released at this point.
And the conclusion to this first chapter of the World Soul Saga takes us deep into the great dark beyond and the broken homeworld of the Ethereal's Koresh. Starting launch week, you'll be put to the task of assisting Locust Walker. Reunite with old friends and unlikely allies to save what's left of his world from the Shadow Guard, who stole the Dark Heart and are on their way to reviving the Void Lord Dimensius. And that can't be good for
Such a
anyone.
cool looking boss, man.
Expect most of the story chapters to be available right away, which will open up zone activities, side quests.
I think everything's open at this point.
Lots of rewards to collect, with the final chapter and epilogue to follow the week after. The shattered remains of Koresh are arid and desolate, but shine brightly against the void-filled sky, with monuments of life resisting their destruction, and survivors like the Wastelanders looking to the next day. You'll be exploring Koresh on foot, from the air, and even across dimensional planes to unlock the world's secrets. Keep an eye open for Reshinor the Untethered, the new world boss available day 1. In our quest to save all of existence and, more importantly, collect loot, we didn't come alone. The brokers of Tazavesh are backing us up as a new faction, the Koresh Trust. We'll learn about the relationship the brokers have with the Ethereals and Koresh. They're even bringing their entire trade city over as a fully explorable player hub to meet your needs, with helpful perks like a portal system that'll take us to the available bountiful delves. As you assist Locust Walker, Alaria,
Rushy
and their
Rats.
allies in their desperate bid to stop the Shadow Guard, you'll help construct a special artifact-level cloak, the Rishi Wraps. So powerful, it knocked out all other capes from their loot tables. It's simply that amazing. You'll upgrade this over time. Its stats can be customized, and it includes a powerful passive ability based on your role, making you a better tank, healer, or damage dealer. The main feature of the Rishi Wraps is its ability to turn our fleshy bodies into pure energy, and opens up an outdoor feature called phase diving, which you can do by activating these phase conduits throughout Koresh. While phase diving, the zone phases, get it? To include new mobs and quests and objectives and treasures to find, adding another layer of exploration. Flying is available right away in Ghost of Koresh, but while phase diving, you can also use the phase conduits as teleportation points to instantly...
Reminds me of
Handy
Argus,
as you
I
intercept
believe.
invasions from Devourers and complete warrants. Epic hunts for the baddest...
The Legion
around
Zone.
with weekly upgrades. A handful of profession recipes can be learned for scribes, alchemists, and especially tailors, who can craft special epic threads to customize the stats of our Rishi Wraps. Characters with gathering professions will find some interesting resources on Koresh that you can trade in for Kazal Guard materials at the marketplace in Tazavesh. There's a greener side to Koresh. You'll also assist an old acquaintance in a feature called Ecological Succession, a campaign to rebuild life on the Shattered World. Starting a week after the update, you can visit the Oasis and start helping out by borrowing animals like bees, bringing in outside help, and keeping animals from harm, all to help restore essential parts of the ecosystem. It's a very cozy vibe compared to the harshness of everything going on outside the dome, and visiting here often will save more animals, and of course, you get a chance at some awesome weekly rewards like the curious slate-back mount. Far to the north in Koresh is Vanquisher's Wake, a special area dedicated for world PvP. Different ghosts appear that, when defeated, drop buffs that can be picked up, and you can phase dive using the phase conduits or other special items to set up ambushes or escape from messy situations. Ekodome Aldani is a new dungeon where efforts to restore Koresh are under attack by the menacing Devourers and Wastelanders. The dungeon will be available all the way up to regular Mythic difficulty and will immediately start awarding Season 3 level gear day 1 of Ghost of Koresh. Let's talk about what happens when Season 3 begins 1 week after the update. When bounty
Which is
become accessible,
yesterday.
the new raid opens, the Mythic Keystone Dungeon season starts, as well as the PvP season, featuring mounts like the Vicious Void Creeper and a hot selection of Gladiator appearances. We've got a new season dungeon rotation, starting off with the newest dungeon, Ekodome Aldani. Both halves of Tazavesh are making a return, as is Halls of Atonement from Shadowlands. The other 4 featured dungeons come from a player vote a while back. These include the Dawnbreaker, Karakara for the
Such a dead selection of dungeons, by the way.
And this season, we'll be working towards the Azure and Scarlet Void Flyer. Starting this season, new protections are in place to help ensure fair play inside dungeons. Players will be able to cast a vote to abandon a dungeon gone wrong, and players might want to consider how much they leave dungeons, as doing so too much might incur a deserter debuff. Also at the start of Season 3, Tazavesh the Veiled Market will be available as a hard mode only Mythic Mega Dungeon, conveniently accessible at the nearby dock. Hard mode can be freely activated by anyone, and with the increased difficulty, bosses will drop hero track gear. Clearing the dungeon will count as clearing a +10 dungeon in the Great Vault. Delves return at the start of
Interesting.
Crash and really kick off in Season 3, when we find out Bran once again got into a bit of trouble. Together, you'll be taking on a new delve, Archival Assault, where you chase the Ethereals to the Azure Vault and stop their plans. The Rishi Wraps will come in handy as they'll help you discover new challenges and surprises throughout the season. There's also a new nemesis who is behind Brand's predicament. It's none other than Nexus Princess Kaiveza, who we first met in the Rubar Palace.
Yep.
As this season's nemesis, her minions are scattered across every delve, and Kaiveza herself will be waiting for us once we're ready. In the meantime, we'll be collecting a new round of curios, working the Delver's journey for rewards like a transmogrification toy, and checking out a new mount, the Delver's Mana Skimmer. And that's just the taste of what's coming.
Oh, that is
You
cool.
might also notice a special flag over at Delve headquarters. Brand's encouraging a bit of light-hearted competition between the Horde and Alliance to see which faction can complete the most delves in the region. The faction that reaches 100% first will fly their banner here permanently. But no matter who finishes first, finishing this milestone will award players Horde and Alliance-themed paint colors and emblems for the Delver's dirigible mount. The campaign will culminate in a final battle inside Manaforge Omega, where the Shadow Guard is close to reviving the Void Lord Dimensius. All difficulties will be unlocked at the start of the season, which includes the first wing of Raid Finder. You can access story mode by talking to Phase General Amir in Shadow Point, just outside the raid entrance after completing the campaign to queue up. The raid's renowned faction is the Manaforge Vandals, offering 15 levels worth of quality of life perks, throughput bonuses, and cosmetics. The encounters and bosses look pretty sweet, but we can't forget about the awesome loot. I gotta say, the Paladin Heroic tier is looking hella cool. It's one of the best I've seen in years. And that's all the big stuff coming in the Ghost of Koresh update. We got big story beats, lots of rewards to work towards, and a war to end all wars. You can learn more on the worldofwarcraft.com website. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in...
So, this is the final patch of The War Within. This is the final season of The War Within. So, I was super close mentally. Like, do I even want to play WoW anymore? But I know I do. It's just that I've been... How do I explain it? Like, just... I don't know. I took a break, and it's like, the break felt good. Like, I just did not want to play anymore. But I told myself, let's get back in. Let's do what I was planning to do for the season. Let's start off slow, gradually start to pick it up, and go from there. I don't, all the casual content, like the campaign and stuff like that, and the questing, I'm pretty sure I'll get it all done this week. But things like the endgame, PvE, Mythic Dungeons, and all that stuff, I think I'll slow it down a little bit, but not too much. I'll make sure I'll get it done. And then, of course, you've got the grinding, which there's going to be some new stuff. But I'll figure it out as we go. But we'll get into game pretty soon. Alrighty, team. We got the Ghost of Koresh launch trailer for the War Within World of Warcraft. I just wish World of Warcraft would just release launch trailers or patch trailers or whatever you want to do, gameplay trailers. I just wish they would release them like maybe a week before the patch, but they always have to release it on the day of. It makes no sense. I'm in game at this point, so come on now.
Do you sense that, Valeria?
Darkheart? Yeah. Darkheart has been acquired. Possibly, I feel Blizzard makes the best trailers, gameplay trailers, out of any game in the history of games. Like, they do this so well.
Dimensius is rising memory. And should he assume his full power,
He will devour all that exists. We are in danger. What is Salakath planning?
Windrunner, there are greater threats than Salatath.
Whatever fight that was, that looked really cool. The flying.
This is madness.
I can't wait to play, especially the questing and the campaign stuff. I can't wait to see the story. That's such a, like, look at this suit, man. So cool. Such a great end boss for the first expansion of the trilogy. Alrighty, team. Building Azeroth crafting Koresh for World of Warcraft. This is one of the longer videos we're going to react to today. I wanted to react to this before we even started the patch because I kind of want to just get all the videos done so I can, when I go into the game, I kind of know everything. So let's check this out.
It's kind of breathtaking to come from the initial design and initial pre-production aspects of ideas of what story we want to tell. And at the end, you see it all come together as this complete experience.
I'm Steph Yoon. I'm an assistant lead quest designer here on...
I want to know, where exactly is Koresh though? Like, is it, like, where in... I call World of Warcraft all of it Azeroth, but you got Outland, Shadowlands, Draenor, you got everything. But everything to me is just Azeroth, and I know it's not really the case, but what plane is Koresh actually in?
the Warcraft team.
Hopefully we find out.
This is the latest major content update for the World Within, and here we're going to be helping Illyria and her ethereal and broker friends as they try to stop the Void Lord.
Because I know you can see the Void and the ethereal, like even just the atmosphere everywhere, but so I know where that would be if you were to break it down onto a map, but where exactly is it for us to be able to get there?
Dimensius from devouring Koresh, and then pretty much the rest of Azeroth and everything that we know. Koresh is a name that we've heard before in World of Warcraft. We first heard about it in Netherstorm when we met the Ethereals, and they told us about their home world. They had to face Dimensius, the Void Lord, as he came to their world, and Dimensius destroyed the planet. So when we get there, hundreds of thousands of years later, Koresh is just this broken shard of a planet, and we are just trying to see what we can salvage out of this terrible situation.
So this place that is just like a floating desert with biomes, if you will, that we try to bring and rescue and bring life to this place. This little island is just floating in space. But where?
Ecological succession is a feature coming in the Ghosts of Koresh content update. I'm Paul Cox, and I'm senior content.
This is the biome thing I was talking about.
Ecological succession, you help Venari and Omtalad try to recreate the ecological system of Koresh. Now, when Koresh was destroyed, they only had so much time to gather as many creatures as they could, so many of the creatures that used to exist don't anymore. They're just gone. You, in many ways, try to help them sort of rehabilitate the creatures that were put into stasis, and also find creatures that would fit the same ecological niche of creatures that had died. It brings you to old places in Azeroth to sort of get things that have been identified as a creature that could fit one of those niches. So when you go to one of these locations to get a creature, there'll often be a small quest line there. You might meet someone that you've met in the past, you might need to solve a problem, but in many ways you'll be going there and gathering these creatures in some way, shape or form. Some in a more traditional manner, and some in a...
How are we going to the Shadowlands and Maldraxxus to get a creature, bro?
We'll be getting through
They're dead, no?
Succession is from experts in the sort of animal fields. You'll be recruiting a botanist, a wildlife expert, and a smell expert. I'm sure smell expert is the real name for that sort of thing. I'm really excited for people to build up the ecodome over time. As you do these quests, you get more and more creatures in the ecodome, so you take it from an empty ecodome to a full ecodome over the course of the whole thing. I'm just showing you now what the sort of starting state of the ecodome is. You can see it's there are creatures around. These slatebacks are one of the original creatures from Koresh that they managed to put into stasis, and that's pretty much all that is here right now. So you've got these slatebacks. You've got these little lap bugs over here. Lap bugs are the sort of Koresh version of dogs. They were often kept as pets. And then we've got these regal thorntails that were also in nature.
Those are really cool.
You can see that it's a fairly sparsely populated ecodome. And then this, what I'm showing you now, is sort of like what it'll look like towards the end. So you can see there are a lot more creatures going on here.
I can see where we're gonna pull some of these from.
More than just the planet, but it tells a story of the resilience of their culture and their future, and how we're gonna help them restore their planet. My name is Danny Merrithew. I'm the lead quest designer on WoW. When I played back in Burning Crusade, the Netherstorm area was one of my favorite zones. I loved it. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I always wanted to learn more about the ethereals. So I'm excited for players to actually be able to learn more about them too and see where Koresh actually is. With the outdoor game loop, one of the first things the player is going to receive is the Rishi wraps. And that is basically what's going to allow...
So many people pronounce the cloak in so... Like, I'm talking about people that work for Blizzard. Rishi wraps, I've heard so many different variations, it's beyond me. I'm calling them Rishi wraps based off of the spelling.
For them to get into phase diving, which takes you into an alternative phase. You are becoming an ethereal, you are taking on their energy form, and you're going into a phase in between Koresh and a different world. Went through a lot of iterations. You know, we decided, we were like, we need this to feel like a different space. So we ended up talking to the art team and figuring out what can we do here. So they ended up giving us lighting changes and environmental changes that really make phase diving stand out. One of the other things was the screen effect on phase diving. We figured out that that is probably one of the most important things to communicate that, hey, you're in a different environment now. So we took a lot of care to make sure that that looked right and fit the culture. The way that we really feel that it feels right is we do a lot of internal play testing, but we also partner with other teams as well. Like we work with games user research, and they actually connect with players. So players are able to tell us how they feel about what we're building, what sort of things do they like, what don't they like, what things should we be looking at to change. And that really strong partnership between us and those teams help us be able to reflect the player voice in our game. And we partner very closely with the rewards team. They're the ones that build the cloak and that progression and the renowned progression and whatnot in the game. So we come up with the gameplay ideas and we run it by them, and they come up with the progression, and we kind of meet in the middle.
My inventory, I've been testing this a lot, so we have a lot of cloaks and a lot of our sockets here, and these are the ones we can swap out. So the first time we upgrade, it's going to look like this. I'm Alejandro Grossman, a senior rewards designer on the WoW team. So the Rishi wraps are an artifact cloak. Players can collect.
They do look really nice. Like I might not even transmog mine just for the.
A bunch of these ribbons.
Just for it.
Coalesce into this cloak, which is what you start wearing.
It's so different.
As you continue along the campaign, eventually you learn, with the help of Hashim, how to harness the ethereal energies of Koresh. And it is an item that you're going to be able to upgrade and empower as you play along with the campaign, and this will unlock all sorts of fun things such as enhanced features and even some cosmetics at the end that really tie in with the cloak.
Ooh.
The effects of the Rishi wrap change depending on your role. If you're
that was cool.
They're going to give you a shield so that you can sustain more damage.
More things to collect.
Assist you in shielding some players around you, and if you're a DPS, it's just going to create arcane explosions at your target. Players can expect their usual activities such as Mythic Plus, raiding, some of the outdoor activities to grant them ethereal strands, which can then be used to empower the cloak's energies. And it is thanks to Legion Remix and their re-implementation of the artifact weapons that we were able to use a lot of that tech on the Rishi wraps, because they needed some special edge cases that were really handy and really applied to what we were doing here. I think this is a very different approach to progression that we've normally had. It's much more in line of whatever you do, you're going to get the ethereal strands. It's very straightforward in its progression. I'm very excited to see how players respond to it, and hopefully it really just feels like a boon, and it still feels like you're progressing it and you're earning it without really having to feel that you need to do certain things to be up to speed the whole time.
Hi, I'm Katrina Yepes. I'm an encounter designer on the World of Warcraft team. I was the outdoor point for Ghosts of Koresh. It's an opportunity to really collaborate and connect with other designers on the team. You're kind of stepping into their storylines and their quest lines, delivering on that fantasy and what the quest designer wants, what is fun for the player. There's two main factions of ethereals out in the wastelands of Koresh. When designing the Wastelanders, I think we wanted to lean more on the archetypes of hunters and more shamanistic ideas. They're very rooted in the natural occurrence of creatures and their homeworld.
I've been looking at like transmog's gear and weapons. The weapons look really
the
nice.
Kits lean more militaristic. They have a true army, they have warriors, they have established support units. We have the native creatures of Koresh, and we'll see a lot of those in the ecodomes. And Lots of invading creatures because of Demenzia's devouring. A lot of void creatures are swarming in from the void lands. So you'll see a really cool new void dragon world boss stepping in named Reshinor. Reshinor is a really unique creature in that they exist in both phases. So a really cool, unique hook we did for the world boss is you'll be able to phase dive to chase after him and do extra damage on him. And then when Reshinor's energy gets low, as you can see, he's gonna retreat to go find some arcane to feed on. So you're gonna have to go chase him down, and you can chase him down faster with your phase diving cloak. So he'll take off here. So you'll go ahead and click your phase warp. And now you're in untethered space, and now you'll be able to hit Reshinor again. My main responsibility with the phase diving was offering harder mode creatures. So there's a lot of mini bosses within the outdoor space, new rares to explore, creatures that were more complex in difficulty. There's a lot of little cute one-off, unique storylines. One I can think about that I'm really excited about, his name is Chowder. He's a little rare that you may see running across the dunes of Koresh. And he's actually an escaped Krog who was being transported to Koresh through Tazavesh. So he's not native to Koresh. The way I work as Outdoor Point, I walk into a zone and view a point of interest that a quest designer or content designer has set up. And in this one instance with Chowder, he's there running across the dunes and he has this cute little bow on his fang. And I was like, I know exactly what kind of abilities he needs. He's gonna thrash about. And he's gonna charge at you.
He just wants some love.
Yep.
That's what Chowder wants.
Yeah, and of course, he's gonna kiss us roughly. I think we know when we got it right when the room lights up. You know, our team will sit down to play test and experience the content for ourselves. And if everyone's smiles are lit up and everyone's having fun.
Sometimes you gotta have some funny encounters, and this is one of them.
I am Abigail Barber, and I am an encounter designer. In Ghosts of Koresh, I was one of many encounter designers on the new dungeon, Ito Dome Aldani. In encounter design, we focus a lot of storytelling, a lot in the creatures, their names, how they are presented to you, how they attack you, even something as simple as how they approach you when you attack them. It gives us a lot of opportunity to tell a lot. Something I would say is the most new thing about this dungeon is just like the Wastelanders as a culture. This is Koresh, this is their homeland. This is the first time we are seeing the Wastelanders as a culture. And we've seen ethereals, but we haven't seen these ethereals before. To bring the dungeon to life, we do a lot of collaboration with a lot of other teams on the WoW team, and we all have pieces of like a puzzle. Every opportunity with people and characters is a time to tell a story, and even the smallest details help us fill in those gaps and help us finish that puzzle. We talk with art and they help us a lot, say like, how do we want to present the story? Just the way we prop up the environment, the way we add weather effects, lighting, it all contributes to the mood, you know, the feeling of the dungeon. We work a lot with quest and narrative, and in this dungeon particularly, it's the epilogue dungeon, so we did a lot of working with quest and narrative to tell the story, to make sure that when you go through Ghosts of Koresh, you go through the campaign, you go through the raid, and then this is your ultimate capstone moment, where everything comes together and everything you witnessed, you now see how it all culminates into this final experience at the end.
There's hundreds of game developers who worked on Ghosts of Koresh in this content update. None of this would be possible if we weren't constantly communicating and collaborating together.
I can't wait to see how it ends, because I haven't
so many twists and turns,
spoiled myself yet with this patch.
Ramifications for what's coming in the future. Such a unique environment for players to explore, and the raid is killer. I love so many of the raid encounters. I can't wait to get in there and fail at Mythic, honestly.
And I cannot wait to just jump on in. One more. Oh, another fucking long one. Oh, this is what I really wanted to watch. This is the Legion shenanigans. Yeah, this is the big boy thing. Let's go. Alrighty, everybody. This one's big. This is the last thing we're reacting to tonight. Just got released today. This is a WoWcast for World of Warcraft Legion Remix being revealed. A lot more information coming for Remix. We had Mr. Pandaria Remix not too long ago, about a year or so ago. Absolutely loved it. I don't know why people are playing Mr. Pandaria Classic at this moment, because we just had MOP Remix. But got Legion Remix coming up pretty soon, because we are in the final season and the final patch of the War Within, and I think this is like a new thing that they're going to be doing to kind of give us content to do in between Live WoW, which is the current season, and the finish of the expansion, and for those that have downtime to be able to jump into a remix bit of content before the new expansion or patch, but in this case expansion, comes out. But this is the last thing we're going to react to. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to showcase and share, and I'm definitely looking forward to being able to participate in this. I hope it's not soon though, because again, the season just started, so I have so much to do here, but let's see. I feel like Warlords of Draenor would have been a better expansion to do, but hey, we're just jumping straight into Legion.
Hello everyone, today's Wowcast is all about Legion Remix, our fast, fun, and fel-filled seasonal event. And I've got two of the Remix masterminds here to break it all down. Let's meet them.
Hey, I'm Josh. I'm a content designer on the live game team and feature owner of Legion Remix. Players will know me from making secrets and hanging out in the secret finding Discord, but I've also worked on Mist of Pandaria Remix and Love is in the Air.
And I'm Ray, lead producer for the live game team. I have the fortunate opportunity to see all the features on the live game team, specifically today to talk about Legion Remix. You've also maybe seen me as production owner of Plunderstorm. Oh, now that I think about it, my dwarf is probably still swimming in that lobby.
You should get him out.
Yeah, we need to get him out of there.
Let's kick things off with the basics for those
I
who
missed
may have
Plunderstorm, to be
missed
honest.
the Mist of Pandaria Remix event last year. What exactly is Legion Remix, aka Lemix, the community calls it?
So Legion Remix is a time-limited seasonal event.
No one calls it Lemix, but okay.
Where players can replay the entire Legion expansion at an accelerated pace and with some major gameplay twists. Players will collect awesome power, face epic challenges, and earn a mountain of cosmetic rewards.
And so really for us on the live game team, we look at our remixes as looking at beloved expansions. In this example would be Legion, going back and being able to re-explore with a fun twist and bring that fresh new element to them.
Legion was such a memorable expansion for me. What content will be revisiting this time?
So much content. There's going to be the dungeons, the raids, campaign, order halls, artifacts, the assaults are going to be there as well. And this time around, we're moving at a quicker pace. We're not talking about any weekly lockouts here. We really have an accelerated rep grind, so we want to make sure players really get in as quick as possible.
The infants don't care for missions and things like that. We're just going to skip past all of that.
Okay, all right, makes sense. Class order halls were definitely my favorite. I remember walking into the Druid class hall and just feeling like, this is home for me. Why are we revisiting Legion right now?
In the last remix, Eternus and the Infinite Dragonflight were trying to understand the true timeline. You know, why did the events of Mist of Pandaria had to happen the way that they did? Now that the World Soul Saga is heating up, they need to turn their attention towards some of the events that led up to what's happening now. You know, we as time runners are going to be helping them trying to understand what really saved Azeroth when the Legion nearly wiped us out.
Kind of that what if. What if the Legion was stronger? Could we still survive? Now, the Infinite Dragonflight is going to be taking a more active role this time around in studying the past. So there's going to be a lot of learning from the past on their side. And it's going to be fast forwarded. We're still going to make sure we explore all the main story beats.
Oh, that's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to that emotional dragon aspect scene. If you know, you know. All right, let's dive into the gameplay. What's new this time around?
So there's a bunch of new gameplay systems, and we're really trying to...
Legion was an expansion that they came up with so much stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they give us and what they remove. Like the mission tables and class halls, I feel that will get removed because the pace of a remix doesn't make sense for that. Or they might give it to us in a different way, but we're about to find out anyways. Artifact weapons, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a speedy process, very similar to how Mr. Pandaria's endgame worked as well. So we'll check it out.
To design these with the spirit of the Legion expansion in mind. So Legion was all about the artifact weapons, so the Infinites will help us reclaim those artifact weapons, now touched with infinite magic. So they'll all share this awesome trait tree where you can specialize in nature, fel, arcane.
So based off of the amount of points that this dude has in his artifact weapon and is able to spend them as ease, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the currency that you're going to be getting in Legion Remix, and it's just going to be such an easy currency to get by participating in events, whether it's raids, dungeons, and quests, and weekly stuff. It's very similar to Mr. Pandaria Remix, and we're going to spend it here, and it should be so quick that you're able to max this out pretty fast without the need to, like, I don't know, struggle with it, if you know what I mean.
Storm or Holy Light. You're not locked in, you can respec at any time, plus you can find jewelry pieces that let you add ranks to traits.
Yeah.
So if you went down the fel path, you can double down into fel and boost those traits up to
Mr. Pandaria had something similar as well with buffs.
Or you can dip into nature or arcane, really mix and match, customize your artifact weapon.
Are there any other new systems along with that?
Yeah, so inspired by Diablo, we really liked Diablo's world tiers. So we're adding Heroic World Tier as a new way to play outdoor content. It's going to be much more challenging. Eternus is experimenting with the timeline in order to prepare us for what happens if things get worse. So she's empowering creatures to have more health, more damage, and sometimes even empower them with these affix-like buffs that make them really unique to handle. But if you can handle it, the rewards are going to be totally worth it.
We've learned too from Mop Remix, so bringing back buffs like the prayer skulls that we had seen there. This time around in Legion, we're going to have time warp obelisks, and you can interact with them for really cool buffs, and that helps us lean in to player feeling empowered as they're going through Legion.
One of the obelisks that our testers have really enjoyed as we're doing QA is this Doomguard obelisk, which whereas most of the obelisks give you a buff, this one summons an elite Doomguard that you can fight to the death. But if you beat him, he drops some pretty sweet loot. Speaking of challenge, Bethany, do you like M+?
Oh, I love M+.
Then you're going to love our time-worn Keystone dungeons.
I am really not looking forward to what he's about to say. Hopefully it's not too bad. But it is cool that we're going to have an outdoor leveling experience that's like a normal Legion remix, and then of course like a hardcore version as well. That's really cool. In Mr. Pandaria, I think I leveled up 3 different characters, a warlock, a warrior, and a hunter. I am positive. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very positive that's what I did. I'll probably be doing another warlock. And the reason why I always start off with a warlock is 1, it is my main and I want to play it, but 2, I want to make sure I get all the warlock based items in the event for my main warlock. So we'll probably level up multiple characters. I'll probably do warlock on easy mode and go through there, or maybe hard mode and then do easy mode on my others, but we'll see.
So Legion was when Mythic Plus first came out, and we want to honor that, so we're bringing up time-worn Keystone dungeons. We'll be bringing back most of the Legion affixes, the original Legion affixes, as well as 4 new exclusive to Remix affixes called Eternus' Trials.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Players
not
are
happy.
Push plus 10s, plus 20s. I don't even know how high. I'm so excited to see how high they get.
Yeah, I wonder how high it'll get. That's a good twist to it. I like this.
I don't want to get high.
Lots of new exciting changes for Legion. What about questing? Is there anything? How are we keeping that fresh?
This time around, we're starting new with infinite research. And so think of it as every day you can pick new research assignment, from killing demons, going to dungeons, cruising the world, skywriting, picking up bronze, killing demons. I think I mentioned that one. But still, we know where my focus is going to be.
Yeah.
There's over 100 different quests players can get, and eventually you'll unlock the ability to take on multiple at once. You can double dip, where you can kill demons while running Antorus, or skyride while you're collecting bronze orbs and doing campaign. And you don't have to come back and do them every day. You can bank up to 6 days worth of quests. We really want Remix to support all of our players, from our daily dungeoneers to our weekend warriors.
Let's talk everybody's favorite, loot. What rewards can we earn?
So much. Let's start with fel-infused class mounts for all of the original Legion classes.
That just looks like my normal freaking horse that I got from Legion.
Inspired robes. You can get Manaroth's shield, which I'm definitely going to be picking up for my prop paladin, as well as Varian swords, now corrupted and oozing with fel energy, as well as a bunch of never-before-released mounts and transmogs and pets. And of course, legacy rewards, some rare raid transmogs like Xavius Shoulders and Scythe of the Unmade.
Those are the coolest things ever, by the way.
Red and a new fiery fell green.
I saw those in a picture on Twitter.
Prowler, Shackled Urzul, and of course everyone's favorite friendship bird, the Violet Spellwing.
Oh, friendship bird.
I got so many of this
New titles
stuff.
as well. You can get Chrono Scholar, the Infernal, and Of the Infinite Chaos.
How are we earning these rewards?
So bronze is coming back, but we've heard player feedback, and this time around, bronze is a cosmetic-only currency. Your gear upgrades will drop from any content. Harder content will have a higher chance to drop upgrades, but you can get upgrades from literally anywhere.
Smart.
We'll also be adding 5 new character slots to every WoW account.
Nice.
So you can make some more alts. And you don't have to wait until the end of Remix to bring your Time Runner over into the War Within. Just be aware, this is a one-way trip.
That is so much content to play through. What will be available at launch?
Okay, so we're actually taking inspiration from Classic on this and do a phased approach for new content will come out every 2 weeks. Starting from 7.0 all the way to Argus and in Taurus.
It's really all about pacing. We want players to get a chance to soak in the story and understand what's happening in Legion from patch to patch. We're doing something special in every phase to make sure that every time a new phase rolls around, you can do something cool. So when we get to the Broken Isles, you'll be able to skyride, collecting bronze orbs and smashing through demons flying in the air, which will explode them into even more bronze orbs.
Nice, it's like a demon pinata. I like it.
But when we get to Argus, you can collect these special pickups that will transform you into a worm tongue. And then as a worm tongue, you can run around collecting bronze orbs, getting faster with each one you pick up.
And also too, after all the phases are out, there still will be a month towards the end where you have plenty of time to just binge all the content if you desire.
That's a great point that Ray mentioned, that even after all of the phases come out, you'll have over a month to continue playing Remix. And one new thing that we're
when
doing
it gets
this
released
time,
is what I want to know.
in Mop Remix, I remember everyone getting up on their mounts around the shrines and saying goodbye at the end of Remix, saying goodbye to Garrosh. So we're really embracing that moment, and this time around in Legion Remix, you'll be able to say goodbye to all of the Infinites, all of the friends you've made along the way, and really embracing the chaos as the timeline starts collapsing. Things will start to get a little ridiculous.
This event is so packed.
I loved Mr. Pandaria Remix. Like, I cannot get enough of how much I absolutely enjoyed MOP Remix. Remix is like my favorite, like, addition to WoW ever. Like, we got Classic and all that type of stuff. We got the variations of Classic, got Hardcore and all that. But Remix has just been my favorite, and I hope Legion Remix lives up to it as well.
Wait to collect all of those rewards and then to revisit my favorite expansion and get to see Illidan again. What are you guys most excited for?
Personally, I am super excited to go questing in Heroic World Tier. I like the story. I also like a little bit of challenge. And
that's gonna be cool.
Players have seen this kind of outdoor challenge since Classic. You can jump into Heroic World Tier pretty early on, but let me just say, if you jump in there straight away, you are not prepared.
And for myself, I am really excited for Green Fellfire everywhere, and to jump in with my friends.
When is the
slay some
release?
demons, and make Illidan proud.
Thank you both so much for walking
No
us
way.
through Legion Remix, and thank you all for tuning
When?
in. We'll see you on the Broken Isles.
No. When? They don't tell us when. But just you wait. I'm gonna make hundreds to 200 videos on this bitch. Just like I did in Mr. Pandaria Remix. I think Mr. Pandaria Remix, I did the perfect amount of content to video that I've ever done in WoW. And I'm hoping to do the same thing. And I will do the same thing. So stay tuned. Let's get into actual WoW. Finally, we are here. We get to play WoW. Let's go ahead and get the volume up. There we go. For those of you dropping by, for those of you tuning in, much appreciated. This is my first time logging into my Warlock in God knows how long. It's been 11 days. But yeah, bear with me. We got a new patch, new things, and I have new stuff to kind of put together for a to-do list. I should be on top of the tower, I believe, in Dornical. I hope. Please. Thank you. Okay. New season. Alright. Ooh.
Champion, Locust Walker has called for our aid against the Void.
Alright. I got some achievements. With flying colors, complete Brand's Delver race as the Horde. Reward, Delvers... Oh, we've already done it. The fuck is this? Shade for brew... Oh, this is from... Okay. From the, I know what it's from. But hold up, how do I get my mount? Delvers... Oh, decals unlocked, okay. The Admired, I got 80 Exalted Reps somehow, and then Safer Deposit, buy 6 bank. Oh, it's different now, okay. Oh, bro, this is new patch vibes. So your boy has to, like, figure out where he's at. That's what... Oh no, I'm getting overwhelmed already. Ooh, there's gonna be Koresh, right? Well, we've already figured out that. Alright, so, starting off with Kahet. Just see if we're missing out on anything. I don't think there is. I mean, it's old content. I don't think anything new came out in Kahet, so we're good there. I'm putting together a to-do list right now for the week, just so I know where to go, what I need to get done. I don't really see anything in Hallowfall. Unless it's on my to-do list already, I think Kahet and Hallowfall are good. Ring and Deep's probably the same thing. I've just realized the overcharged delves is not a thing anymore. I kind of missed that, but it is what it is. Undermined, I still gotta farm stuff here. However, like I said, just like the other zones, I don't think there's anything that I need to add to my to-do list from there. Siren Isle, same thing. So basically, Kahet, Hallowfall, Ring and Deeps, Undermine, Siren Isle, and of course Isle of Dorn, all of that content is old and done. Unless it's on my to-do list, I think I'm good to go. This is the only place I really need to look at right now. There's going to be quests to do. But I'm more focused on just organizing myself first. I want to get old content done before I do new content. I don't think I'm going to do any new content today, but we will see. But that's a turn in, and that's okay. So we're good. And then of course, got Koresh, which is the new zone, and Maniforge Omega, which is the raid. But yeah, we'll check this out later. I'm going to write down basically just new patch content. And that's all I really need to focus on. Okay. Here, we're gonna go to the bank. Don't see anything there. So, I'm gonna go to the bank to turn that in. There's nothing here, and nothing here. I'm not really focused on that stuff. That's just farmable content. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep those items there. I'll keep these items here. These are for like mounts. Anything to spend for pet battles? No. Marks? No. Trial? No. Sizzling? No. And then this is for Undermine. So it looks like we're good to go. I don't really see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything that I need to mess with right now, so we're good. Just let me check if I need to repay. Like I said, I'm taking it very slow, so let me go ahead and add that to the list of things to do. Okay, so here we got our old gear. Rep-wise, we're good. I know I'm still farming like Undermine reps for like Paragon rewards, but otherwise I think we're good to go on all of that. Currency wise, don't know why these are like that, but okay. Nothing in PvP. Nothing in Mist, I don't think. Hold on. So PvP for sure, nothing. Miscellaneous, nothing. Time Warp Badges, no. Season 3. And then anything to spend here? I don't think so. I'll spend Kej into Resonance Crystals, but for right now we're okay. I'm not gonna do it right now, we don't need to. I'm not in any mood of buying a lot of things. Yeah, I don't see anything that I need to spam spend, so we're good. Okay. And then these are my only quests, and then that's the campaign currently going on. Alright. I'm gonna double check everything really quick that I've just went through, because I feel like I missed out on something. So Koresh, new content. Howlfall, nothing. Ashkahet, nothing. Ringing Dukes, nothing. Undermine, nothing. Siren Isle, nothing. Isle of Dorn, nothing. Alright, good. We've got all of this organized. And there's nothing to spend or utilize right now. Reputation's looking pretty good. It's just still Keg's legs. Otherwise, these are old expansions. All of my reps here are looking pretty good. And we got here. That's legacy as well. So old expansions, but everything else here is looking good. Alright, cool. Got my quests. One's for delves, one's for campaign. Okay. Am I missing anything here? I gotta double check because it's a new patch as well, so. Some things change, some things don't. I don't think anything changed for Warlock, but I am gonna double check before we start. I've already looked at my achievements. I thought LFR started this week, but I might be wrong. We'll find out. Like I said, I need to check out some things. Let's add that. Great Vault. I was supposed to add something else, but Dumbo me already forgot what it is. New season, new reward. I have healer probably, and then I have no. Okay. Okay, I'll look at that in a sec. Let's recap these. So we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. That's what it is that I need to check. Gotta check the notes for the new patch. And I also need to check what I missed last week. Okay. Item sets, engines, all that stuff. Cool. Okay. So bonus event time walking is currently going on. 681 item level gear. That's going to be much higher than what I have. Frozen path through time. You know what? Let's pick it up because that's a good way to get some gear. So bonus event time walking. That's the weekly quest, right? All right. Time warp gear sucks, but all right. It's just gonna take us there. All right, cool. Trading post, don't care. Ulduar. I'll probably do that. Probably do one dungeon and then spam Ulduar to get the rest of that quest done, because you can do raid bosses or dungeons defeated. So probably do one dungeon to get the weekly quest, and then Ulduar Time Walking to complete the rest of that weekly quest. Raid Finder, Heart of Darkness. So it is available. But I must have to unlock it through the campaign as well. We'll find out, but got that. Raid Finder, Monsters of Sands. Raid Finder, okay. Manaforged Omega is the raid, so we got Raid Finder, Raid Finder, Raid Finder, Manaforged Omega raid. Archive Seeking History. This is gonna be weekly activity. Completing this quest can reward you with weekly Fractured Spark Starlight. 2 Fractured Sparks can be combined into if you fall behind completing other max level. Okay. This is the disc fragments thing now.
Repair efforts would not be possible without you.
What? I just heard something, but I don't know what it was. Okay, so trading post. I don't care until I get it done. Bonus event, Time Walking, Raid Finder, Raid Finder, Raid Finder, Manaforged Omega Raid, Undermined Coming, Severed Thread, Spreading the Light, Awakening Machine, Theater Troop. No, that's the other event. Cinderbrew Meadery, okay. Now this is the dungeons. Now, you get Koresh Trust now, so I have to do these again. I was never doing dungeons because the reps I didn't care for, but now it's the new rep, so we're gonna pick that up. Random BGs, Skirmishes, Brawl, Warsong Scramble, Battleground Blitz, Sparks, just for fun. Okay, so I picked up all my quests. What's new? Interface? Text scale. Adjust the display text for most dialogues. Some social menus like Who, Quick Join, and as well. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, so I can be uber blind. Small's too small, medium, I can read it. Large, pretty lit. Extra large, I can read for show. I think huge and gigantic take up too much space. I'll go extra large. And I like the black. I've always had the black since it came out, so we take that. Graphics new? What? Spell density? Always show all spells. Reduce the non-essential and then, okay. I don't see anything else. I'm gonna have to go through my settings eventually, but for right now it is what it is. Okay. I will eventually have to go through that type of stuff. Wait, did I lose a ability? I had an ability here. I've lost an ability, I've just realized. I'm gonna go look at an old video. I want to see what ability that was. What can I look at? Midsummer Fire Festival? Nah, where's my videos, bro? World of Warcraft, where you at? Here we go. View full playlist. Gimme. Trading posts. Here we go. That's like that latest. Ah, shit. Fucked it. I fucked it twice, bro. I want to mute. Yeah, guillotine. Where the fuck? My pets. What happened? They changed an ability here, and I've lost an ability. I'll check it in patch notes when I have to. I'm also need to... I need to sort out World of Warcraft, like, everything. Like, go through my settings and stuff. But I'm gonna do that, like, outside of the stream, outside of the game. Alright, let's open up this. Let's go to YouTube Studio. First off, what did I miss out last week? Turbulent Time Waste ended. PvP Ball Shadowpan Showdown begins, don't care. Pet Battle Bonus Event ended. The War Within Dungeon Event ended. PvP Brawl Deep Wind Dunk ended. Arena Skirmish bonus event begins, don't care. Time Walking Dungeon event ended. On ongoing was Winds of Mysterious, Trial of Style, and Dark Moon Fair. So that gave us Winds of Mysterious, which ended today. Trial of Style, which ended last week. I skipped out on Trial of Style, so I did it, but I skipped it. Dark Moon Fair, don't care. Arena Skirmish, don't care. And then Shadow Pan. So we're good. I didn't miss out on anything. And then Mana Forge Omega begins. There's a few of them, but the raid now begins. I think it's the actual raid and LFR that they're showcasing. Winds of Mysterious Fortune ended. Time Walking Dungeon event begins, and I believe it's Wrath of the Lich King. PvP Brawl Warsong Scramble begins. Arena Skirmish end and end. So we only have two events really, and then Freeze T-shirt day, but 2 events going on this week. PvP Brawl Warsong Scramble, and then a Time Walking event for Wrath of the Lich King. So this is easy. Warsong. I can't spell. Warsong Scramble, PvP Brawl. I'm not doing PvP events, so we're fine. And then for Time Walking, it is Wrath of the Lich King. Down here. So let's promote this one first, which is the PvP Brawl. This is actually a really good week for me to join in. But again, we're taking things slow, so. Get done what I can, and then go from there. But for those of you dropping by, as always, much appreciated. For those of you that stuck around during my little mini break, I absolutely love you. Okay, so that's pro mode. I think I can promote Wrath of the Lich King, but I'm gonna check before I do so. And then I should be good. Because this is a brand new guide and everything, so I'm gonna go check. So we're gonna go to Wrath of the Lich King Dalaran, but we'll go there in a sec. I want to check out all of this stuff here first. Ooh, my game feels freaking good. Delver's Race, okay. Is it from you that we would get it? Or is it you that we get it? This is gonna be a weekly quest, so we'll pick that up.
Let's go.
I'm trying to pick up all of my weekly quests. I've got all of these here as well. Very cool. I think they got rid of this one. Good. I have season... Yep, thought so. And then do we just get the upgrades? I mean, I've got everything unlocked on this, so. Alright, cool. So yeah, it just automatically got put. Okay. I don't see anything else for me to do right now here, so we can go to Crystal Song Dalaran really quick. I'm looking really good right now. I just want to make sure my guide and everything's good to go before we promote it, and then I can just start doing some content as we see fit. This is such a good event right now too. This and hopefully we get dungeons soon. Okay. So that's that for the raid, and then we got this 7 pages of stuff. Alright, so looking at my guide, I introed. How long ago did I release this, actually? November of 2024? So this was during... And then I promoted the... 7 months ago I released this, by the way. Okay. It was so far... So I did... Oh, this was during the anniversary. Okay, it makes sense. This was during the anniversary. So I introed, I did the Sign of the Scourge. I spoke about the weeklies. Both the quest and the raid. I picked up said weekly. Okay, hold up. That is hella long in one spot. So we introed. I'm gonna put the volume on so I know what I'm doing.
Of the Lich King. While the acute Lich King assemble a
I'm gonna speed run it though.
Between 10 and 30 players travel to Dalaran, which is where we're at, and speak with. So just to give you guys a heads up, there has been some changes, and I feel that so let's go ahead. I have a buff called Sign of the Lich. Just go ahead. So entrance guide. You can pick up these weekly quests that you find a group, or you will get into the raid and quest for the event. Just 5 of them. Just kill raid boss again. Season for now. First, you're gonna want to head into your dungeons and raids. Dungeons. You cannot do this as you. Then next time, just be tempted with the week.
I do the dungeon. Such an annoying fight because you have to go through the phases. Got the weekly.
And as well as 500 time war badges. And also the vendor, this is about number
do the mount. Good. Turning that in, turning that in, which is the weekly.
Vendor, Razer Square. And we're here to pick up our
I'm assuming I do the raid next.
Here, the box that you need to
Yes.
actually
I can skip the raid.
the raid completed. Completing the raid and
Turning that quest.
part of every weekend event video. Vendor.
Okay, so this is different. However, it might be because there's a couple things added, but let's go ahead and check this out. So, comparing this, perfect, okay? So then we got those two. Alright, so this whole page is good. Then we've got, starting from here, this whole page looks good. Get me to the next page, please. Please. Okay. Perfect. So that whole page is good. This is different. It's not that much different though. Okay, get the commendation. Alright, page 4. I think it might just be mounts that got added. The Sandy Shalewing and the Timely Buzzbee, I think, are the only 2 things added. So far, this is perfect. So now everything from here on out should be identical. Yeah, all these pages should be identical. Perfect. Alright, cool. We can get through this. It's just the Turbulent Timeways mounts, I think, that got added. So I don't need to do a video for that, which is good. And this is looking really good. Perfect. Alright, cool. We can promote. We can promote the guide. My wrath, I don't have to do this for video purposes, but we will be doing it this week for content purposes because I want the gear. Perfect. Automatically perfect. Alright, let's promote it there and here, and we're done. Cool. I'll come check this out later because I'm actually going to participate in this event. So let's get out of here. Go to Dornagal. Absolutely flying right now. Alright. So we're gonna go to Dornagal again first really quick, and then we'll move on out. I had my bass on at medium, and that's usually how I play it, but for some reason it was extremely loud where I just was. It might be because there's a bunch of players in one little area, but I don't know. So I put it on 1. I have 4 modes of bass, but 0 is 0. So 1, 2, and 3, and I went to 1. I play on 3, you are gonna kill yourself. Okay.
Mencius the All-Devouring is being revived by the Shadow Guard. I need your help.
I think this is just stupid gear upgrade quests.
The sky's cold.
Yeah, stupid gear upgrade quest. Upgrade a piece of equipment. I mean, I don't think I can. Yeah, it's just a stupid gear upgrade quest. I don't have anything to do with it. I'll get it done, but it's nothing important. Alright. So, now that I can look at my actual to-do list. Hallowfall fishing event I cannot do until Saturday. Warlock demon customization we'll do today. Siren Owl content we'll probably do tomorrow. Undermine content we'll probably do tomorrow. Siren Owl, I do it basically for cosmetics, and we're almost done with that. Well, not almost done. We have like a good 4, 5, 6 weeks left. We'll see. Undermine content. I need to get mounts from Skegit, cosmetics from Grexit, some fishing stuff from Blair. Angelo's got all the scrap stuff, and then what I'm really there for is the Quartermasters has everything, but I'm farming rep for Paragon mounts, so I got 3 more of those to go. So we'll do that. Horrific Visions, I might do that today, to be honest with you. That's some easy stuff to do. New patch content I will do when I've completed all the basic. I gotta sort WoW, but I'll do that outside of the stream. In fact, I'm gonna get it off of that to-do list. And put it on my personal one. I'm not gonna do that during here. Bank and Great Vault. Let's just do that right now up here. I have absolutely probably nothing on this Great Vault, but hey, let's see what it is. It can't be anything good because it was done last season. Yeah. So I can take... Oh, these... That's 500 gold. Oh, never mind. It does give you Season 2 coins. I'll just take this for... Transmog then. Yeah, I'll just take that for Transmog. Still sells. And then we gotta go to the bank.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
You fucking wanky piece of shit. You fucked my bank, bro. No! No! No, you messed up my bank, dude! Even my Warband bank slightly moved. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm confused. Wait, can I just... I'm so sad. I gotta sort out my bank. I'm disappointed, bro. Man. Wow. I'm gonna put that on this list. That's something I can do outside of the stream. Alright, Isle of Dorn. Ascidian sells cosmetics. Sendvin sells a mount. I don't have enough currency, so that's just going to get marked in red. Achievements and collectibles, as well as professions I've got to organize. But not right now, because I have content to do. I'll be doing that towards the end of this season, and when I have no content to do. Basically, I organize my game and kind of look for achievements and things to do. In-game events, I've already... Ooh, I haven't added it. Time walking event. I think that's the only thing, right? New patch. Delves, which is... Or discs, you can get them anywhere, so who cares? That's... Who cares? This isn't content, this isn't content. That's new patch campaign. Time walking event. Delves. A dungeon. Frozen path through time walking, and then ethereal delves is delves. Okay, so time walking and weekly dungeon quests. We're not doing that today. Again, I'm basically just using today just to organize for the week. It's WoW all week, by the way. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got 5 more days. In-game events, I've already sorted that out, so that's in red. Professions, let's go do that. I don't think there's anything new for professions, but I have not checked out my, whatchamacallit. I haven't checked out... I can't speak. Haven't checked out patch notes yet, and I'll be doing that when I start new content, so sort it out when we get there. I really don't think there's anything new. If there is, it's a recipe from somewhere.
My directive is to serve you.
Got enough of those. I don't even think I needed that, but it's all good. Oh, I didn't buy the mining stuff. Ooh. I'll get it in a bit. So that's that done. Mining. Aquarite, I need 3 bronze. We can go get that quick.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
3.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Okay, let's go put our points in engineering. I don't even think we got many. You got 2. Nothing. Mining. Learn the final sub-spec. This is all, yeah, okay, cool. So that's all done. Engineering you can turn in. Sorry, you get more points there. And then I gotta check if I can craft something. Alright, cool. Man, take 1 week off and you lose your mind. Alright, what are we trying to craft? A Firelight Horde. Oh, I can craft it. Nice. This is for mining, I think. Yes. And it's my last mining piece. Yep. Okay. Go get all of that stuff. I need 24 in gold. I need 12 in gold. I need 8 in gold. I need 3. You guessed it. And 60. Everything else is good. Public order. Oh, I need. Oh, I didn't pick him up. Public order. I have all of them. I have all of them. I have all of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Okay. Let's just go a quick 5. 48. Yeah. Okay. Go back to the bank. Having my engineering hat on is confusing me. Bro, this is pissing me off. This is disgusting. Someone crafted my tang. Got Max, yep. Cool. So that is that helm. Okay. Cool. So mining done. Next up, engineering? No? Yeah, engineering. Okay, so if I go to archaeology, who cares? Fishing. I have my 590 fishing tool. Cooking. I have my 590 cooking tools. Mining. I have my 590 mining tools. Engineering. Okay. Ooh, actually, this is important for me then. Alright, alchemy, blacksmithing, cooking, enchanting, inscription, skinning, mining, fishing, leatherworking, engineering. Okay. So. Cooking, didn't really get any updates. So I don't care. Mining. A new ore has been added. Just new new ore stuff. Okay, and a new book from the thing. Otherwise, no one cares. Right? Okay. Fishing. Ooh. Okay, so you can now fish also in the new area, otherwise no one cares. Okay, and then we've got engineering. There's no real updates either though. Equipment. What do I want? Oh no, I want the gear. Okay. This is the gear, right? Yeah. Alright. Acquire right, brainwave. Do this. Do it this way. Acquire right. Brainwave. Projector. Charged. Scrap Masters. Gauntlets. Quirite. Fueled. Samo. Flangy. Okay, cool. So I've got all of that. Professions are done for the week. I can't craft anything else, I don't think. We will go try one right now, but I highly doubt it. If I can't craft this, then yeah, I'm at 35 out of 300. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, pet battles. I really don't think there's anything this patch. PvP, I don't care. PvE, questing, dungeons, raids, all that stuff, we already know. I'm gonna keep pet battles in yellow until I look at the patch notes, but I don't think there's anything new. So yeah. Actually. Oh no, I can't see World Quest. Yeah, I can't see the World Quest. So there might be some pet battles, but what were those then? Are they all flight paths? Yeah, all those green things are flight paths, so yeah, we'll see. I'll just leave pet battles in yellow for now then. Horrific visions, well then, let's just skip that. Let's just go get the Warlock Demon customization done and we're done for the day. And then we can start tomorrow. Now that we're into the game, we're organized, settled. Start getting content done tomorrow. All the old stuff first, though. But outside of the stream, tomorrow I am going to organize my character, go through the settings and all that stuff to make sure I'm good. And then also organize my stupid bank. Cause that's annoying. But yeah, looks like we're good to go. Big day tomorrow, basically. Now that I'm kind of sorted out and good to go. We got tons of quests to do. Campaign, new raid, all the new questing, delves, endgame content, you name it, we're gonna do it. But I'm just getting this done because it's farming content, and do we really want to be doing this? No, but something to do right now to get it out of the way. Stop. Oh. I didn't remember. I don't remember there ever being Zeppelin icons, but okay. I know they've made icons for almost everything in the game now. The fact that my bank just got absolutely dismantled like that. I mean, it had to happen because they condensed the bank system, but so what about the void storage people? I want to check that out, but not today. I'll do it when I'm sorting WoW out. I'm going to go through all the settings because there's a lot of things that have changed here. So yeah. We'll do that tomorrow though, outside of the stream, so when I come and log in tomorrow, I'm good to go right away. Delete all of my old ones. But for those of you tuning in, much appreciated. Got a lot, like hours worth of reacts done today. And we're just gonna finish some simple stuff right now before we log on all. Alright, let's move Zep and get me to where I need to be. I'm glad there's not that many events going on this week, but I do hope we get a dungeon event soon. World Quest bonus event. Oh, Eastern Kingdoms Cup's coming back? We're not going to get a dungeon event for so long, and I bet you I'm done with Mythic Dungeons at that point, which is so frustrating. That's so annoying. I wonder if Legion Remix is in the calendar. Bro, we're almost back to freaking anniversary event. Holy moly. Where is this year gone, bro? That's crazy. Yay, I don't have my engineering hat on anymore. That was ruining my transmog. I haven't played WoW with my headset on in so long. So far, very clean run. We're gonna get through this quick.
Always have an escape planned. A lesson I learned the hard way.
Bro, I'm missing an ability and it's frustrating. Dismiss. The fact they have a dead emote when they get dismissed is a little bit worrying though. Like, I'm literally just sacrificing demons. Like, I thought we were buddies. Alright, a little RP sesh. Not what we want, but we got it. Very good run, by the way, right now. We're getting through this quick.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this evening's presentation. Tonight, things are not what they seem. For tonight, your eyes may not be trusted. Take, for instance, this quiet, elderly woman waiting
sweaty. That's why I took my headset off at this point. Because I know I'm not going to need it. I'm not really missing out on anything. I like it, but yeah. Come on now, team. Y'all already know the drill. Let's get through this quick. This one isn't bad, I don't think. This is just the, yeah. This is like the best one to get, bro. I wish I had people tuned in. I'd give away my pets and stuff that I can trade. But I don't have that many viewers. And if I do, it's not that many anyways. I'm gonna have to pull all of these because of where these guys are walking. And try to skip these, but it's not usually possible. That worked. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm glad I'm back, first of all. I'm back in the games. And then I'm looking forward to like being able to come back tomorrow. I have a to-do list. I'm ready to go. We're gonna knock that to-do list out as quickly as we possibly can. To then where we can focus on new content, new things. Still gotta look at the patch notes. I mean, I have before, but forget some things sometimes. Don't always remember everything. I usually like to do it when I'm playing so I can tackle each little thing that I see on that. And if it's something that's like a collectible or something, I'll just add it to my list. Alright, we're almost done here. Did I even use these today? I did not. Interesting. I knew I didn't do something when I was doing stuff earlier.
Fades when confronted.
Catch this guy in a bad spot. Oh, but I did get lucky. Didn't pull the ones back there, which is good. Alright, next boss is going to be the one that I need. Dismiss you, because you do not follow me here for some reason. Uh-oh. Computer's working pretty good, which is nice too. I was having computer problems. I have my new my new camera on, or my old camera I should say, because my new one broke. Oh, it's still on cooldown. How? I usually always use it right there. I have a feeling that camera was actually causing problems on my computer, but I don't know. We'll find out when my computer has problems again, if it does. We can actually hit both of those and then get these. Perfect. Is that BOP? Interesting. Bring my pet out. And this is the last spot for us to be. Because this is the secret little library bookshelf dude boss majig that can drop Tame's Beyblade, let it rip. Get all these guys. Perfect. And boom. Can I get what I want? No, I cannot. The game does not want me to get what I want when I really, really want. But that is it for the night. Thank you all very much for dropping by, tuning in. Much appreciated. Your boy back streaming. I know, it has been a long time. How long have we been live tonight? About 2 hours. Good. Good start. Good start. Didn't want it to be too long, and I did not want it to be too short, that's for sure. Want to get back into the swing of things slowly but surely. Let's go to the bank as well really quick. But yeah, much appreciated again for those of you tuning in. Please subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, I'm gonna organize my dude tomorrow. I should have some time to do that. It's before the stream, so I don't have to do it while I'm streaming. But until then, we are pretty much done. So peace out. Catch you next time.